Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's webinar. I'm glad to have you here. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please kindly type on the comment section. Let me know that you are available. Let me know you are following. And let me know you are hooked up. I like to see it on the comment section. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone. Okay, while we wait for everybody to come, while we wait for others to join, today's webinar is a special one. I'm super excited about today's webinar because today's webinar is titled How to Spend Less Than You Earn. The topic we are going to be dealing with today is how to spend less than you earn. It's a topic that many people complain about. A lot of people complain and they say, oh, I spent money too much. I don't know how to save. I don't know how to hold money. I've heard it so many times. So many people complain. How can I save? How can I hold money? How can I spend less than my income or spend less than my salary? So this topic today is for you. How to spend less than you earn. Okay, all right. I'm Augustine Ovoide. I'm a financial coach and you're welcome. My passion is to get you from where you are to where you need to be. That is my passion. That's my vision. And that is what drives me, why I do financial coaching. So today we'll just go straight to what we have today. How to spend less than you earn. A lot of people, their monthly income or salary finishes before the month ends. A lot of persons complain, how come? What happened? A lot of people only have to calculate their money after they have spent it. And they wonder how did this money go? Where did this money go to? So we are going to be looking at how you can cut down, how you can ensure that you spend less than you earn. All right, please kindly you can share this video. Let others know that something like this is happening. You can share the video. Let people know that something like this is happening. So many people complain that their salary is not enough. So many people even borrow. They borrow to offset the next month's salary or the salary that is coming. So many people their month end probably the first week of when the month starts. You understand when I mean that their month ends? It means that they've eaten into the next month's salary before even the month commences. You get what I'm saying? So because they don't know how to manage their income, they don't know how to spend less, they don't know the principles, or they are not aware of the wisdom that guides spendings. So today that's what we are going to be looking at. So what do you need to know about this? First, I'll try to define what poverty is. Poverty is when there is lack, when there is struggle, and when a person who spends more than he earns, that is poverty already. Poverty is already knocking at the person's door. The person is poor because he's living below his income. You understand? So when you spend more than your income, than your salary, that is a life of struggle. That's a life of struggling. So we are not to struggle. We are not supposed to live in poverty, to live in struggling. That's not what life is about. But with appropriate wisdom, with the right knowledge, and I believe somebody is getting that knowledge right now. So just kindly type something. If you are learning anything you're learning, kindly type and let me know that you're learning something. So we see that with the right knowledge, it could help you to curb spendings, and so that you could have more than enough to save for investment for the future and for your children. Don't forget, a good man leaves inheritance for his children. So, but if you spend all your income, if you use all your income to service liabilities, you discover that at the end of the month there is nothing or very little thing that is remaining for you to save or to invest. So that's poverty for you. When you spend less than you earn, poverty is when you spend more than you earn. Poverty is already knocking at the person's door. And I want you to know something about what a German economist Adolf Wagner said. Adolf Wagner gave a law or a theory, the law of theory of increasing states of spending. There is a law that was put forward by Adolf Wagner that states that expenditures will definitely rise to meet income. Expenditures will definitely rise to meet income. So if naturally if your income is increased, or you are paid maybe 20% rise or 10% rise in salary, definitely your expenditures will rise to meet income. It's a natural law. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, it is when their income is increased, they will not start thinking, oh, this place I'm staying now is too small. I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade my car. I need to upgrade my properties. You get what I'm saying? That's the natural law. There's a natural law. It's a natural law that says that expenditures will definitely increase as income increases. So, having known that, that is why we need appropriate knowledge to manage, even while we are increasing in income, even while we are increasing in finances, even while we have that pay rise, or we have other sources of income coming. We don't have to begin to increase our lifestyle. No, that's not correct, because people don't know, they don't have appropriate financial knowledge or financial wisdom. They begin to increase their abilities or their lifestyle, and at the end you discover that the money is practically not even enough before the month ends. So we must be mindful of what Adolf Wagner postulated, or theory he put forth, that says that expenditures will always rise to meet income, whether for a state, whether for a church, whether for an organization, whether for an individual. This law applies. You get what I'm saying? So let's move forward. What do we do? What are the practical steps that we could do to ensure that we spend less than we earn? What are the practical steps? So this class is going to be a short one, probably 30 minutes or less, so that people can go over it again. And so what are the practical steps? And that's why I'm going sharply to the practical steps that we can do to ensure that we don't spend all our income, we don't spend everything, we don't spend and spend into or eat into our future. A lot of people have eaten into their future. They have mortgaged because they have eaten into their future. So it implies that they must have to work. They must have to work. If not, they will not be able to service their liabilities. They will not be able to service the lifestyle that they have built over time. You get what I'm saying? So that's why this webinar is holding. So we must get appropriate knowledge to not to be caught in the web of exorbitant spendings, so that we can have more than enough to save and to invest. So the number one way with which you could spend less than you earn is to have a vision. slash plan. Number one way, I will repeat it again. Number one way to ensure that you spend less than you earn is to have a vision or a plan. You get what I'm saying? Now, without a vision, what is a vision? Vision is a mental picture of the result you want to achieve. I'll come again. A vision is a mental picture of the result you want to achieve. For example, the year just started. The year just started. A lot of people don't have vision for the year. A lot of people, they just live from hand to mouth. As they work, they just eat their salary. They just look for liabilities to increase. They don't even know that they are increasing liabilities. They think they are enjoyment. As we progress in the class, we will see that there is difference between assets and liability. We are going to learn, although we dive into little of assets and liability last week. So today I'm still going to rephrase it. I'm still going to stress on it. I'm still going to put stress on it, so that we could understand that some of the things we think they are assets actually are liabilities. They are liabilities that we need to cut down. So the first, don't forget, the first thing I said is that we have to have a vision. I know somebody will expect that the first thing I will say is that make budgets, cut down on expenses. No, you can't. You have to deal with the root first before you begin to remove the fruit. You deal with the roots. So the root cause why people spend more than they earn is because sometimes there's a lack of vision. There's a lack of vision. I could understand with some of us, with some persons that earn very little money. For example, in Nigeria, for example, you earn like 10,000 naira or so. I could understand that the salary may not be enough. I could understand. I trust that by next week we could do a webinar to teach you how to increase your income. But all things being equal, for those persons that are paid probably average salary, even if it's small salary, with principles, when you apply these principles that I'm communicating right now, I believe that we could still, by the end of the month, we could still have more, we could still have something tangible that will say, yes, we saved this. I hope I'm not too fast. So just kindly type on the comment section, let me know that you are following. Alright, back to what we're saying. I said have a mental picture of the result that you want for the year. What do you want to achieve for the year? For example, if you want to say, okay, by the end of this year, I should be able to get a piece of land. So there is nothing that will come to entice you that you will be a victim of, because there is already a vision on ground. There's already a vision to say, okay, I want to buy this. This is what I'm pursuing. This is my goal for 2020, for 2021. Because of that goal, that vision, the vision will propel you. The vision will contain your spendings. The vision will contain so many things, because you have a picture, you have a mental picture. There is nothing as strong as a picture. When you have a picture in your heart, there is nothing that will come again that can come and convince you to go the other path. So we discover that a lot of people who spend so much, who spend money that they haven't even earned. You understand? There are a lot of people who spend money they have not earned. When you borrow to service liabilities, when you borrow to eat, you're actually spending money that you have not earned. You're actually eating into your future. You get what I'm saying? So you are, sorry about that, just a little break. So you are actually eating into your future. You are eating into your future. So we first need to have a vision or a plan for the year. We need to have a vision or a plan for the year. We need a plan. What is your plan? What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Possibly paste that thing on the wall in your bedroom. Post that vision that you have in your bathroom. Post that picture of what you want to achieve in 2021. Post it everywhere. Put it in a digital form and consistently see it on your phone. Let it be a drive. When you begin to see a picture of what you desire for 2021, you will discover that you will become more disciplined in your spendings. Even the picture, one thing about picture is that it pulls the opportunity for what you desire. I spoke about this last week when we had a webinar on planning. We talked about when you have a mental picture of your preferred future, which is your vision, it pulls the opportunities. It pulls the opportunities to achieve that set goal, to achieve that set plan. So I want to encourage us that in trying to cut down, you have to first have a vision. There must be a vision that is driving you. Without a vision, there is a temptation to spend your tomorrow. Without a vision, there is the tendency to just live like just live life anyhow. Just to gratify your today. You just gratify your immediate without recognitions of the future. Do you get what I'm saying? So let me know that you're following. The first thing is to have a plan, have a vision or a plan for the year. And again, don't forget that when you have a plan, you must have to write it down, and you must have a roadmap to fulfilling that vision. So, of course, what is planning? Planning is the process of or techniques of crafting out sequence of action steps to achieving a set goals. So I said number one is to have a vision and a plan. So the planning is that you have to have a carefully crafted sequence of action or steps to achieve that goal. So part of the steps to achieving that overall vision is, I want to save I want to save a certain amount at the end, or put aside a certain amount at the end of the week, at the end of the month, so that I can achieve this set vision. So I trust somebody is following. That's the first one. You have to have a vision. And number two is to understand the difference between needs and wants. This is very technical. I can tell you, a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people don't understand the difference between needs and wants. They just say, I need this. What they think they need is that what they think is their need is actually a want. Yes. But because of the temptation of gratifying the immediate, because of the temptation of gratifying self just for today, because of that temptation, they think, I'm enjoying life, I need this. No, I think we should say I want this. We should know how to use the difference between needs and wants. Now, the second thing that will help you to spending less than you earn is to be able to differentiate your needs and your wants, or from your wants. Now, needs are things we require for survival, something that we cannot do without. I'll come again. Needs are things we require for survival. They are things that we cannot do without. For example, we cannot do without food. So, food is a need of man. We can't do without water. Water is a need of man. We need shelter. So, shelter is a need of man. We need, yes, I think we need air. Those are the basic needs of man. You get what I'm saying? They are the basic needs of man. Of course, according to Abraham Maslow, there are other hierarchy of needs, love and sense of belongings and all that. So we're not going, we're just looking at the basic needs of man. But on the other hand, wants are things one we desire. There are things we desire to have. You get what I'm saying? Please take note of the word desire. Desire is a feeling of wanting to have something. Desire is a feeling of wanting to have something. It doesn't necessarily have to be important. It doesn't necessarily have to be pressing. You get what I'm saying? And so these are needs. These are wants. Sorry, they are desires that we want to have something. That is want. So your understanding of needs and wants will help you to know when to spend, or it will help you to appreciate whether you should cut down expenses or not. So, for example, I haven't been able to differentiate needs from want. I want to cite an example. Well, there's a need. I said food is a basic need of man, right? I said that. Now, to eat, man needs eating. Man needs to eat, sorry. Man needs to eat. Now, but if you now decide that you want to eat in a fast food, when you know that it will put pressure on your income, even though food is a need of man, but and you now decide to consistently visit a fast food to eat, that thing has become a want, because you can actually get same thing in your house conveniently, even more satisfying. You can get that same thing in your house. So you must ask yourself, am I really satisfying my needs, or am satisfying my desires? You got to ask yourself that question. A lot of us are satisfying our desires, not our wants, not our needs. You get what I'm saying? It's our wants, not our needs. So your understanding of a need and how it is different from a want will help you in spending less than you earn. For example, we have need for transportation. We have need for transportation, and you could decide to buy a car. There are cars that could take you from your place where you live to your work. Of course, any good car can do that. But if you now decide to buy an exorbitant car, a price of car, just to pepper them, just to show off, just to tell people that you have arrived. No, that has become a want, because it's not just you have put pressure on your finances just to, you are not satisfying need again. It has gone to want, because they are expressions of desires. But what you actually need is something that can take you from your house to your place of work, or just mobility. But by the time you begin to desire, you want a certain class of car, even though you cannot achieve it, it will definitely, even though your income, which will take you probably a year to achieve that, it will definitely put pressure on your income. And not until you understand this, there will be pressure in your salary, and at the end you discover that satisfying this, or taking care of these liabilities, has eaten a whole chunk of your income, a whole lot from your income. So we must understand. The second thing I said, you must understand the difference between needs and wants. So I will go over it again. Don't forget, the topic is how to spend less than you earn. How you can spend less than you earn. And I said the first thing is that you got to have a vision. It is that vision which is a meta picture of your preferred future, or something that you want to achieve. If you have that at the back of your mind, definitely nothing is going to nothing is going to side nothing will be able to attract you or side attract you, because you are pursuing that goal. Your spendings, everything you want to do is to probably save up to achieve that set vision. So vision is the first drive. Vision is the first drive to spending less than you earn. And number two, you must understand the difference between needs and wants. So who can guess the third one? What is the third one? The third one, understand. The third one is understand the difference between an asset and a liability. A lot of people don't know this. They don't know this. If you want to struggle all through life, accumulate a lot of liabilities. But if you want to enjoy and retire young, if you want to stop slavery in your life just for salary, you need to build assets. If you don't build assets, you will be poor. You will struggle all through life. If you don't take your time to understand, if you don't take your time to understand what assets are, to understand liabilities, you discover that everything you've done so far is building liabilities and just piling up liabilities. And by the time you know, a whole lot of your salary, a whole lot of your money goes to servicing liabilities. So you must understand what assets, and you must build more of assets. And what are assets? Assets are things that is simply, very simple, they are things that put money in your pocket. They are things that put money in your pocket. Those 3 cars that you parked in your compound, are they putting money in your pocket? The gadgets in your house. Many of us, it's only when our salary is increased that we know we need to change our TV to become a bigger screen, or we need a bigger screen TV. We need a bigger home theater. We need a better car. That's not financial wisdom. So we need to understand assets. We need to understand how it's different from liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. When you know this, and you know what liabilities are things that takes money from you. First you need to identify, what are my liabilities? Are these liabilities, are they helping me? Are they adding? What value are my liabilities providing for me? What are the values? What values is it providing for me? So if you understand liabilities, if you understand the difference, you'll begin to build more of assets. And cut down your liabilities. There are so many people, their liabilities are so much, they are overwhelming. At the end, their salary is not enough, and they complain, my salary is not enough. Cut down on your liabilities. Cut down on your liabilities. You must not subscribe everything electronics. It's not compulsory that you will subscribe. If your phone and data is taking so much from you, it's not compulsory. You are not going to die if you don't subscribe them. Okay, those calls you have been making all this while, have those calls helped you? Have those calls brought contract for you? Have those calls, have they connected you with the right people? You have to ascertain this. If the answer is no, you are just, some of us guys who likes, I know some people are going to be angry at this, there are some people are not going to be happy with this. You must not subscribe your full boss channel. Some people are not going to be happy with this. You understand? But you got to look at this properly. All this subscription. There's light subscription. There is a data subscription. There is a TV subscription. There are so many subscriptions. Even some of us have I don't know. Just name them. Are they What are they adding? What are those subscriptions adding to you? If they are not adding anything to you, if they are wasting your time, you need to unsubscribe. You need to unsubscribe. We need to consider unsubscribing them. You get what I'm saying? So, we need to have knowledge between what an asset and what a liability is. We need to cut down on our liabilities. We need to increase our assets so that they can take care of future needs and will not have to struggle. Alright, 30 minutes is past spent. I said we're going to have this for 30 minutes, but I'm going to quickly round off. There's so much to say, so many examples to give, but just for the sake of our time. Is it number 3 or number 4 or so? The next point is budgeting. Budgeting. I know this is what many people are waiting for, but I didn't start with this because the underlying factor here is vision. So budgeting, if we must take control of our finances, if we must if we don't want to begin to calculate our money at the end of the month only after we have spent it, we need to work with a budget. Yes, a lot of people only have to calculate their money after they have spent it. Oh, they receive salary, and by the time they get to mama put, hey madam, give me something there, give me this, give me that. And after spending everything, and you want out of the 100,000 you are paid is remaining 20,000 or 10,000, and you begin to carry pen to calculate, say, how did I spend this money? Oh, sorry about that, you didn't work with budget, and that's why you are calculating. But when you are working with a budget, it is you who plans where your money goes to. It is you that sends your money for an errand. Is you don't begin to calculate only after you have spent the money. So you are the one that dictates where your money goes. Not until you send your money on errand, your money will not go there. You understand? So what is budgeting? Budgeting is a process of creating a plan on how to spend your money over a given period of time. You understand? I'll come again. Budgeting is the process of creating a plan on how to spend your money over a given period of time. That's simply budgeting. It's a plan, or it's a creative plan on how to spend your money over a given period of time. It could be a month for monthly earners, it could be weekly, it could be yearly, and all that. Organizations could do yearly or so, or 6 months or quarterly or whatever. This is the amount I want to spend. This is how we spend them. Do you know what budgeting does? By the time before the month of January, you already outline what you will need for the month of January, and you discover that some of the things that you think you need are not needs, they are wants. They are wants. Yeah, they are wants. By the time you put those items that you want to buy or spend money on, you put them, some of us will discover that they've passed our salary. So what do you begin to do? Budget will help you to cut down. Budget will tell you, oh, I have to save 20% first before I spend anything. You understand? So budget will help you. So when you budget before spending, there is no way you can spend more than you earn. You need to outline everything. Everything needs to be outlined. You're going to buy soap, put it down. You're going to buy not just toiletries. You're going to buy groceries. You're going to buy clothes. You have to put them down. This will help you to track your spendings. This will help you to know how to spend money. This will tell you are spending so much or not. So we must have to work with budget. We must have to work with a budget. Yes, we must have to work with a budget. If you have been living and spending without, I still have my budget for the past. I have my budget every spending for the past 3 years. I have the notes where my money go to. If I don't send the money on errand, it doesn't go there. I have the note there. If you know me, you can come. I will show you my spendings for the past 3 years. All right. So begin to write things down. Right? If you are going to spend, don't miss anything. Don't say it doesn't matter. Even if you are going to buy chewing gum, write it there. If your budget, if your salary, if your budget cannot accommodate a chewing gum, don't put it there. Yes, chewing gum is small, but if it will not accommodate it, don't put it there. You know something? Some of us, well, our relatives could call us, our parents or our siblings, they could just call us, say, hey, I need so amount, I need a certain amount to do certain things. But because we love them so much, yes, we love them, yes, we love them so much, and we don't want them to feel bad, we don't want them to be angry, we don't want them to, but we just send them money without looking at our own budget. You should look at your budget first. Will it accommodate them? Will it accommodate them? What they are even asking for, is it a need or a want? Can they do without it? You get what I'm saying? Can they do without it? Somebody sent me a DM on Facebook. The person was complaining so very bitterly. I felt bad for him. He said, "Oh, a financial coach, that he has about over 60% of his salary goes to his family. At the end, there's little or nothing left." Oh, I just feel for him. I feel for him. Unfortunately, before I could answer the person, I think I didn't see the person on Facebook again, or I don't know what happened. I couldn't answer the person. I wish the person is listening now. It will be of benefit to him. So you must put things in budget. It's when they ask you, please borrow me money. Tell the person, and it's not convenient for you. It's like, my budget cannot accommodate this. My budget cannot accommodate this. The person will not die. Some of us will have borrowed our money to friends, relatives. At the end, we can't even account for anything that we'll be working for. Budget will correct your mindset. So the last but not the least, don't spend what you can do without. Don't spend on what you can do without. Always ask yourself, this thing I'm going to spend on, can I do without it? If you can do without it, let it go. If you can do without it, let it go. If it's going to put pressure on your salary, let it go. Can I do without a bigger house? If I rent a bigger house, is it going to put much pressure on me? If yes, let it go. But if that house, you could have time, it could generate income for you. You could have time to think and to strategize and probably make of that house to produce something for you. Of course, it's a good investment. It's an asset. So there's a good reason why you are going for a bigger house. You get what I'm saying? So anything that you can do without, you shouldn't spend money on them. Except you have asset that is generating income for you, then you can go for it. Please mind you, I'm not saying you shouldn't spend on good things of life. I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy yourself. Man, I can tell you, I like enjoyment. I like good things of life too. I want to enjoy myself too. But the truth is, this thing should come after you've built assets. If you begin to use all your energy, to all your income or resources to service liabilities, at the end, to service the things that you don't need, at the end, by your old age, you begin to sell the things that you need. Because you need to survive. I want to see people sell valuable things at a very cheap price. because the time they should be building assets, they were using to buy good things, they were using to buy liabilities. Yes, they are good things of life, but it's not generating income, so it's a liability. So at the end, they begin to sell their good resources, good properties for cheaper amount because they don't have asset generating income. So don't spend what you can do with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to fast food, but make sure it's not your salary that is doing that, but your assets that is producing the money to spend. So I think that's that for now. And there are other measures that you could do. Some people prefer not to go out with their ATM card. If you need to also put other measures down, like you could decide not to go out with your ATM card. If you are a spend freak, you if possible you need to deactivate your credit card. Kindly do whatever other measures that you can put in place. Kindly do that. But I want to recommend that you have a vision and a plan, have a mental picture of your future, place it everywhere. By the time you are seeing your vision, it will discipline your spendings. And number two, understand needs, be able to differentiate your needs from your wants. And number three, understand difference between asset and liability. And number four, always budget before the month starts. Work with a budget. And number five, don't spend money on what you can do without. All right, that's all for now, guys. We've passed over 40 minutes. I was thinking we could do this for 30 minutes, but we are over 40 to 45 minutes away since we started. I believe that you have been blessed. I believe you have learned something. Kindly, if there's a question, kindly put it in the comment section. Let me know. Let me see if I can answer those questions. I'll just wait for a few seconds, and if there is no question, we'll call it a day. I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate Judith A. Augustine. Thank you for your support. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for Bright Efosa. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you, George. I see you. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you for your encouragement. I want to celebrate everyone that will be watching this video after now. I want you to drop a comment. Let me know if you have been blessed, if you have learned something, if you have been impacted by this video. I want to know in the comment section. And if there is a question, kindly ask a question in the comment section. I'll be available to take those questions maybe on the comment section or much later. I want to celebrate you all. Thank you and thank you. Since there is no question, I'll call this a day. I want to thank you again. Thank you very much. All right, bye for now. I see you probably next week or so. Bye.